Okay, so I've been meaning to make this video for a very long time. Let me get my book. It's not the ones I wanted, but I mean, it is the one I want to have all three of these books, but I only have the one, which is part 2 to the Lose You series. So, I want to turn you on to something that is very amazing, and I love this series. This is The Losers by Harley LaRoux. I don't know if I'm pronouncing either one. I say Harley LaRoux, but it could be Harley LaRoux. LaRoux? I'm not sure. Sounds French or something, but Harley. We'll just call her Quinn. I'm just kidding. That'd be funny. She probably wouldn't like that very much, but anyway. So, this series, so freaking good. Okay, so I don't know if you've heard of this series. I know that her other series, which I actually just recently bought, her demon one. I just bought book 1 and 2, and I don't want to read it yet though. I have to finish this series. Like, I refuse to read any more of her stuff until I finish this series. And I am on book 2, and we are almost to chapter, look, like one more page. We're almost to chapter 22 in this one, and I've put it down for a bit because I got busy with work. But let me tell you, if you haven't read this series, this might not be for you, and that's okay. It's not for everybody. A lot of people are in love with the other series. I haven't started yet, but I have started this one, and I am in love with this series. Like, so I am one of those people that, just like other people, well, okay, let me explain. Let me easily say, yes, I was one of those people that would go, oh, bi means you're just confused. Yes, I know, shame on me. But here's what it is, because we're not in that situation, you know, or we're not, I'm sure, but you know, I'm not bi or anything, and I don't get it, okay? And I get that I don't get it, and I understand that I don't get it, but let me tell you, if you're confused, this book, and the first one, this book, the first one and the second one, but the first one definitely, I really wish I had the first one, because there's a chapter in there, it explains it so beautifully, Take your motorbike. But it does. It explains it so beautifully. That's why I am absolutely Harley LaRoux. I'm sorry if I'm butchering it. I apologize. But I thank you for writing this book, because of reading this series. I now understand I understand how bi people think now, you know, and how they feel and why they're, you know, and it's beautifully written, it's beautifully said. I love it. It makes so much sense. Like, it's beautiful, and it's the way the characters are written, just, you have it, they take care of each other, they take care of her, it's just wonderful. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I wish I had 4 guys that would take care of me, goddamn. It's a lucky woman, but I know it's a book, and it's fictional, but you never know, there's people out there that are living this fantasy, you know, they're actually doing these things, and that's cool, that's for y'all. Yeah, if you haven't picked up this series, it's so good. Like, the boys, Mason, I freaking love all of them, Jason especially, but Mason, I'm so, like, all of them are just so beautiful. This is not a good review for this book. I am not very good at explaining what books are about and everything like that, so you're just gonna have to, like, you don't have to get it and read it, and just, I am not a good book reviewer. I apologize about that, but I'm not good at this. I'm not good at explaining, like, books. I'm not good. I just know that if I read it, I pick it up, I love it. This series, by the way, so my number one book was Punk 57, And then I think after that it was the Chantel Tessier, The Ritual. Ooh, that was book number 2. Let me tell you, this book right here has friggin' skyrocketed to the top. This series is my number 1. This, like, it just skyrocketed to the top. Like, it's just, and I'm not, it's funny, like, I only have so many tabs, but I have to go back and tab, because I've been reading, I don't know why, I can't read and tab at the same time. I can't do it. I just have to read the whole thing and then go back and tab, because I was doing the whole reading and tabbing, and I don't know what it is. I can't do it at the same time. I have to go back, and I have to go back and tab it after I've read it. And then, you know, just, it's such a good series though. Please, please, please get it. It's so good. I don't know. That I say it's good, but it's because I don't know about some of you book talkers. Y'all are weird. Like, no offense, y'all are pretty freaking weird with y'all's, oh, the writing was shitty. Excuse me? What? I can't write a book to save my life. I thought I could. I can't write a book. Man, this book is written. I'm gonna read it. I don't give a shit about punctuation. I don't give a shit about grammar. Just let me enjoy the story. I'm here for a story. I ain't here for fucking school. I'm not in school. I don't need no fucking punctuation, grammar bullshit. Y'all are being too damn nitpicky when it comes to writing bullshit. And I think it's stupid. I think it is so damn dumb. But that's just my opinion, and that's all it is. That's opinion. Everybody has it, just like an asshole. Everybody has one, you know, kind of dumb shit like that. But yeah, this series though, so good. Like, people that say that they love this series, I understand why they love this series. You gotta read it. Like, you gotta read it. It's just so good. I can't really go into detail. Like, I'm not a detailed person. It's like I want to talk about anime with y'all, but I can't really. Y'all get into some detailed crap when it comes to talking about stuff, and I am not that detailed, technical, break it down kind of type of person. I know what I like, and I like it, and that's my opinion. I mean, and y'all get into some detailed crap, and I'm just like, I just I'm at a part in the book where she's apologizing to one of them, and she's slowly apologizing to all of them, but she's apologizing to the third person she's apologizing to, and he's just like, wait a minute, this isn't happening. He's having a hard time because he doesn't accept apologies, but he's accepting this one. And he never thought he would ever hear apology from her, and she's giving one. So, just really good. It's just, it's a really, really good series. It's basically her and the 4 boys. Alright, if you want me to go into detail, I guess I can. I don't want to ruin anything. But basically, she ends up hanging out with the wrong group of people, and they do some stupid shit, and she ends up in the crossfire of it. And also, she's a dinglebat, and she messes up her car. Like, they have to redo the engine, basically. Like, literally rebuild it, because she's a dinglebat, and she didn't get her oil changed. And I don't know how long, because it's supposed to get your oil changed, let me tell you. That's bad if you don't. Yeah, you're supposed to get an oil change. But yeah, she didn't get her oil changed, so she ends up in debt with these boys, and because, yeah, so, and the debt is basically to fix her engine. Well, they're pretty much like, she's pretty much their, like, friend. She's their friend. You get where this is headed. But yeah, they liked her in high school and all that jizzity jazz, and, well, her engine breaks down, and I'm kind of ruining it. Not really, but she doesn't have a car. They end up, because they're mechanics, and they fix it. And they are in the process of fixing it currently. Like, her car broke down in the first book, and they're just now about to install. They have the engine, they haven't installed it yet, but yeah, we're getting towards the end of it, and I'm like, I don't want it to end either. My poor pages, poor pages are all getting all little benty. I hate it whenever, like, oh my goodness, I'm so particular about my books, and now these pages are getting all bent because I didn't put it in my book sleeve. If you ever like to keep your books in pristine order, but you put your books in a bag like mine and carry them everywhere, because I have a rule. I don't know if you have this rule. I have a rule. Carry a bag, book wherever you go. It's a rule. I have to have a book with me, because you never know when you're gonna do laundry and get bored and just like, I just want to read, you know? Just want to pull my book out and read, you know? Or yeah, pull my book out and do a video on it, you know? Anyways, but that's my rule. Gotta have my book. But I usually have it in a book sleeve. I didn't put it back in the book sleeve because the book sleeve has the first book and the second book in it, and I just didn't put it back in the book sleeve. So now it's getting a little wear and tear, and it's okay. Like, I do like books staying in pristine order, but at the same time, I don't mind if, you know, the corners are bent. I don't mind wear and tear. It just means that I love my book, you know? It's a book. It's meant to be read, just like a car is meant to be drove. But, you know, I can't keep... If I really wanted a pristine book, I'll just buy brand new ones once I read this and put those on a shelf. You know? Books are meant to be read. They're meant to be read. They're just... Oh, yeah, this book, so the other one I didn't really break as much. This one I kind of cracked the spine in the middle. I was like, oops. I didn't mean to. That was an accident, but whatever. We have done it. It is done-did. Yeah, this book copy, so it kind of, where the printing, I don't know if you can see that, it looks like it's mold, but it's not. So what it is whenever they cut, let me see. Oh, whenever they cut like the chapters, look how close. Look, that's what that is. It's all the chapter little ends of the Mustang. So it looks like it's dirty, but it's not. It's just the ends of the Mustang from the printing, whenever the print happened. And yeah, so yeah, I was looking at going, oh, what is this? And I was like, oh, it's just where the print for the printing and the Mustangs at the end. So that's all that was. No big deal. But yeah, this is a good series. If you like people that are bi, straight, whatever. No, there's not lesbians in there, but the guys are bi. She's apparently straight, but the guys are bi. Pretty much all of them are bi. So, but she still fucks with them, and they fuck with her, kind of thing. But it's fun. I'd fuck with them, maybe. Iffy. That's iffy for me. Very iffy. It's really iffy. Because there's some icks in there that's like, I don't know. So, yeah. But yeah, it's a good series. I like it. I gotta read her, I guess, the Soul to Take series next. I bought the first and second one, even though she states online that originally they came out a long time ago and she reprinted them, I guess, and is reprinting or getting them out or something. But it's really such a good series. Oh, here. This, I forgot to read this. So basically, where is it? Okay, so her dedication in the front of the book says, "For those looking for a place to belong, you belong here, you always will." Like that right there, that is, oh my god, like, that's enough. That's all that needs to be said. Like, the dedication. I love it. It's just, loved it. I loved it. I was like, for those looking for a place to belong, you will belong here, you always will. Thank you. Thank you. Like, that book dedication. Like, oh, so good. So good. So good. So good. Yeah. So beautiful. But yeah. This series right here, really good. There's The Dare, which is the novella prequel, or not pre, is it pre because before, yeah, the prequel is before The Dare, so it's The Dare, the first one, and then the Losers Part 2, and it's really interesting. I'm so glad that I bought this series, because I had it on my Amazon list forever. You know what's funny? Here's something even funnier. I have had this on my list forever, and I finally ordered them, right? I have had, what book? There's a different JC's Hall, her book. I bought her book, the Bryony, I'm gonna think of it, give me a second. That's Sick Love. I bought that book in December for my birthday, right? I haven't finished it because of the simple fact that I don't want to finish it. I am scared to finish that series. Not scared, but I don't want to finish that book because I don't want it to be over. Just kind of like I don't want this to be over. But, yeah. I bought that book in December, and I haven't finished it. Like, I didn't DNF it, I just haven't picked it up. Because I ended up reading some other books, and I picked this series up. This series, I'm taking way too long to, like, read this series. Because I bought this series, and I should have been done weeks ago, and I'm not. So, whatever, I guess. But, yeah. This series, very good series if you like, you know, 4 guys, 1 chick kind of thing. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it is really, it's for me, it's because you want a guy that will treat you the way these 4 guys are treating this 1 chick. You know, it's like, you wish that you were her. And yes, I'm punching the book, not really, but beating it up, make y'all mad, book talk. Just kidding. Make y'all mad. Hitting my book. Deserves some abuse. I appreciate you, Harley. I do. I gotta be funny. No, this is just who I am. It's just really who I am. This is me. This is me in all my glory. So, but yeah, yeah, this is good series. Good series. I suggest you read it, and if not, try to get her Soul to Take. And I think the second one, it's her Soul to Take and her Soul for Revenge or something. I haven't started it. Like I said, I'm going to start it after I finish this series. There's so many books that I have that I haven't read. I need to pick up. There's so many. And I'm really behind. I'm so frustrated that I'm so behind this year in reading. I can tell you what book that nope, I lied. Okay, so I don't hate the book. I do not hate the book. But the book, If He Had Been With Me, I think it was. Yeah, that book, I didn't read the actual book. I got the audiobook. I downloaded it. I was listening to it at work because listening to the audiobook was so much easier than, you know, because you don't have time to read. You could listen to it on your AirPods from your phone. And yeah, it's the same thing. I never thought I would do an audiobook, but I did. That book, okay. I liked the book. I liked the story, but I can tell you right now, it pissed me the hell off. That ending pissed me the hell off. I was so angry. I was frustrated. That book, ooh, I wanted to like take that book and rewrite it, and that frustrated the hell out of me. But it was interesting because while I was listening to the audio of that, it reminded me of a book that I read when I was younger, like a teenagerish, late teenagerish, like early 20s, probably late teenager-ish age. Now, yeah, it would have been early 20s. Like late teenager, early 20s, because I had a car. So probably in like when I was 19, 20, maybe even 18. I don't know, because I started driving when I was 18. But there was a book, and I don't remember the name of it. I can't remember the name. It's gonna drive me nuts because I want to reread that. But it reminded me of that book, the way it was written. It reminded me of that. So it was basically this book about a girl, basically a girl and a dude that were going to school together, and I don't remember if it was middle school or what. But it had in the book, like, it was like towards the middle or whatever, on the corners they had drawings, and whenever you flipped the pages like that, they were dancing. It was so cute. Like, it was so cute, and I cannot remember what the name of the book is. I cannot remember. I do remember the cover, I think, was pink and purple, and I remember they said something like, don't be such a Murphy, or something like, yeah, Murphy, like there was don't be a Murphy or something like that. Like, they were always mess with them, and I think they did art together, they did something together. But that book reminded me of this, if she had been with me, or if he had been with me. It reminded me of that so much, and it makes me mad because, like, I want to find that book, and I can't remember what it was called. But I know that there was a second one after that book too, where I think I wanted to read it. I never picked it up. He ends up cheating on her, I think, in the second book, and I was like, that's really interesting. And I never finished that. I never got that second book, but I know that I was looking it up. I can't remember the name of this book. It's gonna drive me freaking nuts. But it reminded me, because it reminded me of that book so bad. Like, where just the way she wrote it and everything, and I was like, oh, that just totally reminds me of that book. Interesting that I would think of that book from like whenever I was 18, and then, which this would have been, because I'm 35 now, so this would have been a good 16 years ago, 17 years ago. Yeah, it was. I can't remember that book to save my life. It was a cute book though. It was really good. It was a teenager book, but I don't even remember. I don't remember how. I think I just saw it on the shelf. I was one of those. I saw it on the shelf. I liked the cover, so I decided to give it a whirl, and I liked it. It was a good little story. I think they ended up together. And I remember, because I remember they would do stuff like they went to, like, I think they had like a staycation to where they just did stuff around town. And I remember they went to like the art gallery, because I think she liked the art gallery or something. And then I don't even remember how it ended, but I do remember it was good. It was good. It was cute. It was good. But yeah, it definitely reminded me of If He Had Been With Me. So, well, the If He Had Been With Me reminded me of this book that I cannot name because I don't remember the name of the book. But it was really good. But yeah. But yeah, that book, I'm so mad the way it ended. Everybody's like, you get the second one, you should get his point of view, you should get it. I'm like, I don't know, because I don't know. That book kind of really infuriated me the way it ended. So I don't know if we will get the second one, because that book fucking infuriated me. It infuriated me the way it fucking ended. So I don't know if I'd want to, like, it was getting really annoying too, like, for me to read it, because they were like, you could tell that he fucking loved her, and she was just so, like, do about it, and then, oh, okay, I'm not gonna lie, that book did infuriate me, because their relationship, that was annoying, so fucking annoying. But the book was good. I did like it. I finished it. I would suggest, if you want to read it, go ahead, if it's your cup of tea. But if not, I mean, it gets a little annoying. I'm not gonna lie, it does. To me, it was annoying because the way they were. But other than that, that book was was worth, I guess, reading. This series, Punk 57, my favorite book. You should read it. I think what I liked so much about Punk 57 was a lot of the quotes and like how Punk 57, the quotes, like where he's like, don't look out there, something, there's nothing for you out there, something like that. It was my favorite quote. Oh my god, like, whoo. Well, somebody say that to me, god damn. Yeah, just quotes, those quotes in that book, just sexy hot, you know. Alright, it's time to go check on laundry, make sure it's not, you know, caught on fire or something. But yeah, that's my book review. It's terrible, it's not a book review, but it is book series if you've been wanting to. If not, then you can tell me that it's a very terrible suggestion. Whatever, I don't care. I liked it. I thought it's good. I haven't even finished this yet. I've got to finish this one. That's why I wanted to wait until I was done to do the whole series review, but that's okay because it is what it is. And yeah, so I'll have to do more book reviews about other stuff, so I don't know when I get to reading stuff. But that Sick Love, you should probably read it too. We gotta talk. We gotta talk about a book series that everybody thinks is the greatest, and I'm like, no, it's not. I'm sorry. I kinda DNF'd it. I mean, a little bit. I want to finish it. Haunting Adeline, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it, not today, but we are gonna talk about it. I have to finish the second book, but let me tell you about Satan's Affair. I DNF'd that. I want to finish that one too. I really do, because I like that character, Sibby. I do like Sibby. But because you guys have posted shit on TikTok and yet ruined another perfectly good thing that I cannot unsee now. I can't unsee it while I'm reading that series. I can't unsee it. It's pissing me off. Y'all posted stuff about Sibby, and as I'm trying to read Satan's Affair, I cannot picture. I can't because it's just, y'all posted it, and I just can't read that series without seeing her all out of whack. So yeah, I cannot read that series without. Where are you going? What are you doing? 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 Okay. Oh wait. That's that one guy. It's fine. What was I gonna say? But yeah, I cannot read Satan's Affair because y'all spoiled that for me. Like, I don't know if I can get through it. Because every time I read what I'm reading, I'm just like, oh yeah, no, I can't. Like, I can't unsee what y'all told me, and I'm like, this is so hard to read it now. Because to me, I'm like, yeah, this is a little weird now. It's a little weird, and I can't unsee it. So it's hard for me to finish that book. I don't know. I'm really hoping. But Haunting Adeline, we're gonna talk about this. Not now, not later. Later, we're gonna talk about it. But I do not like. I think y'all are overhyping that book. Let me just say it that way. Y'all are overhyping it, and I don't like that y'all are overhyping it, because that book has dropped dramatically off my scale. Anytime y'all are posting TikTok, y'all have Haunting Adeline. No, like, this is better. This is better. Like, don't get me wrong. I get Zayd. I do. I understand that. I hate the way, yeah, okay. But I get Zayd. That's cool. He's hot. All that jibbity jazz. But y'all are overhyping it. Y'all really are. He's not as great as y'all make it seem. So, alright. We're gonna go. We gotta go check on laundry. Goodbye.